You know those nights where you have the no time to cook? I'm having one of those nights right now. So in this video, I'm gonna show you 3 recipes that you can make in about 20 minutes or less. I'm gonna start off my first dish in a second, which is like a creamy Orzo cheddar-y broccoli type thing. Then I'm gonna be making a sticky pineapple tofu noodle bowl. And then to finish it all off, I'm gonna make a loaded taco sweet potato with creamy corn and black beans. But first off, I'm in disaster mode here because I tried to cook some beans in the Instant Pot earlier today, and I don't know if something is up with my Instant Pot, but they did not cook properly. Luckily, I had this can of lima beans in my pantry. Lima beans is not my ideal bean for this dish, but I'm gonna make it work because like I said, I literally only have 20 minutes tonight. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 1.5 cups of dried Orzo. If you have whole wheat Orzo, that's even better. And I mix that with 3 cups of broth. And I'm not even using broth, I'm using water. But I'm using this broth mix that I made by dehydrating my leftover vegetable scraps, which I can put a link in the description down below for a video where I showed you guys how to do this. Really, really easy. If you have a dehydrator or even just an oven and air fryer, you can make this too. And it's a way to just have like vegetable broth whenever you need it, right? Just in case you run out, which I don't have tonight. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna simmer that Orzo in the broth for about 8 minutes. And then we're gonna add in about 3 cups of chopped up broccoli about halfway through so that it cooks in the same pot. All of this is happening in one pot. This is a dump and go meal. While that's going, I'm gonna make the sauce. So a little earlier today, I soaked some cashews, about a third of a cup, in some hot water. If you got a really high speed blender or like a magic bullet, you can maybe avoid this, but if you have a little extra time earlier in the day, just put them in there. Warm water, whatever it is, just get them a little softer. We're gonna mix that together with a cup of water, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. And if you want to make this a completely nut-free sauce, you could actually just put in like a 1/2 cup of beans, white beans instead. But you're gonna miss out a bit on the fattiness that I think is gonna make this work. So once that Orzo is nice and cooked, we're gonna put the sauce in, we're gonna add the beans in there, and then I'm gonna sprinkle on some lemon just until it has the right flavor that I like. Fresh lemon is ideal. If you want to add some smoked paprika to yours, I recommend that, and salt and pepper to taste. If you have extra time and you want to make this a little fancier, you could grate some tofu and air fry it to give a little crispy texture on top. You want to put some hot sauce in here, some breadcrumbs. This is the kind of thing you can really amp up. Some fresh herbs would be nice, some dill if you got it. A lot of ways to customize this, but this is like what we're going to start off with as a base meal. You can add other vegetables in here as well, but I'm keeping this one super simple tonight. It's like a really simple and nice tasty meal. Wow. I want to add a little bit of lemon to brighten that up. I have a 1/2 lemon. That lemon, I literally threw this together in 20 minutes, and that includes the time it took me to shoot this video. So, really simple, really lovely. Mine's red because of the broth powder I used. Yours probably won't have that red tinge. Let me know what you would do and add to this to kind of bring it up to the next level. I'll probably throw some hot sauce on mine, but yeah, some breadcrumbs on there would be nice. Really simple, really lovely. Looks like a pile of mush, which is kind of what it is. I normally wouldn't use lima beans, these big giant beans. I was gonna use like small white beans. But you know what? In a pinch, quick can of whatever beans you got on hand, throw it in. It's simple and delicious. And it was ready in 20 minutes. For my next quick meal, I'm gonna make loaded sweet potatoes with creamy corn and black beans. I know you're saying, how are you gonna do this in 20 minutes if you have sweet potatoes? Because we're using the microwave. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't normally cook potatoes in the microwave, so this is a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna poke forky things in the sides, and my best estimate is like 8 to 12 minutes depending on the size of your potato. But I don't want to mess around tonight, so I'm just gonna go for 12 minutes and we're gonna cross our fingers they don't explode. Scratch that, we're gonna go for 10 minutes and check them halfway through. So while those are cooking, we're gonna get everything else ready. If you remember, the other day my Instant Pot was acting up and it didn't cook my white beans properly. Guess what? I eventually got them to cook. So I'm gonna use those in this recipe as well. Normally for this kind of thing, I'd probably go with like a black bean, but we're using up what's in the fridge. We're gonna throw that into a pot on the stove with the salsa, some frozen corn, some chili powder, some cumin. If you like it spicy, throw some hot sauce in there, or just throw in some chipotle powder. We're gonna heat that up so it's nice and warm. And while that's heating up and the microwave's probably still going, we're gonna make a really, really quick sauce. We're gonna mix together a half a cup of non-dairy yogurt, the juice of 1 lime, and a teaspoon of garlic powder, and just a couple sprinklings of salt, and mix that together into like a really, really simple, quick crema. If you have silken tofu, you could use that instead of the yogurt if you'd like. You could also use cashews like we did for the previous meal. I want some more veggies in this, so I'm just gonna chop up some cabbage and throw that on top. And then we'll put the sauce on top and then it'll kind of heat it all up. Cabbage. While those potatoes are finishing up, a couple of things I noticed I had on hand was I had some green onions and I found some tomatoes. So I'm gonna dice that up and we're gonna put those on top too. And it's just gonna make the whole thing look a little fancier. And like I didn't throw this all together in like 15 minutes. This is the kind of base you could use to make a whole bunch of different things. You could make like a straight up chili with this. You could do a curried kind of potato sauce. Once those potatoes are done, cut them in the middle, mash them down a little bit. We're gonna spread that sauce over top. We're gonna drizzle some of that little cream of sauce on top. And then you can keep on going if you wanna add other things. I'm probably gonna put some olives on mine and some crushed tortilla chips, but that's just optional. I like texture. Let me know if this is the kind of recipe you think you would make and how you would customize it to your tastes. Quick recipes like the ones I'm showing you today are all about making healthier habits easier to repeat, which is why I'm happy that this video is sponsored by the people at Hume Body Pot. What I love about the Hume Body Pot is that it looks like a scale, but it gives you a much fuller picture than just one number. What's really awesome about this thing is it has these 8 electrodes inside of it and it has this handlebar that it uses to scan your entire body. And then it syncs up with the Hume app to track like dozens, I think it's like 45 or more body composition metrics. Everything from body fat, muscle mass, water retention, visceral fat, bone mass, and even metabolic age. And what's cool about this thing is it's actually 98% accurate to leading DEXA scans, which those things alone can cost you several $100s to do one time. And this is the kind of thing that matters to me because as I've talked about on this channel many times, the number on the scale is kind of a lousy narrator when it comes to your overall health. It's just one of many data points that you need to be aware of. And early on in my weight loss journey, I lost a ton of weight, but I also lost muscle mass with it. And if I was using something like this body pod, I would have been able to track that and keep on top of it and not have to fix it way down the line. And yes, I still pay attention to the weight number, but these days I'm far more interested in tracking other trends. The free app makes everything really, really easy to follow, and the pod itself supports multiple family profiles. You can use my discount code that I've got on the screen right now to get 20% off, but you can bundle that and stack it with whatever discount they've currently got on to get up to 50% off. And if you're in the United States, check in with your healthcare provider because you might even be able to get even more off of that. Thank you to Hume Body Pod for supporting our channel and also offering this discount to our audience. Now on to the next recipe. All right, so for our final meal, I'm gonna do a quick little pivot because I'm looking around and I don't see the right kind of noodles for this dish. So we're gonna make this like a sticky pineapple rice bowl. This one is super, super simple and a lot of things can be happening all at once. So I'm just gonna quickly cook some rice in my Instant Pot. I'm using my little pot-in-pot steamer basket thing here just because it makes the cleanup a little bit faster. While that's cooking, I'm gonna take out a block of extra firm tofu and I'm gonna press it and then cut it up into squares. And I'm just gonna put a little cornstarch on top of here. If you don't wanna use cornstarch, arrowroot starch is fine, potato starch. I find putting a little bit of starch on the tofu before I air fry it gives it a nice little crispy edge. And we're gonna air fry that at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for like 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how firm you like it. I like mine a little bit firm. And then we're gonna chop up a bunch of vegetables that I got in the fridge. You can use whatever you want here. I aim for like 6 to 10 cups, depending on how vegetable-y you want this. So today I've got a selection of pepper I found in the fridge, some snap peas, and some carrots, both that Wooly grew at our farm, and a bunch of bok choy. And we're just gonna cut those up into bite-sized pieces. And then we're gonna throw it into a wok and get it to start to cook. While that is going, now we're gonna make our sauce. So we are gonna take a can of like pineapple tidbits, crushed pineapple, whatever you can find, and strain out the liquid, but keep the liquid because we wanna use at least a half a cup of that. So we're gonna take that and all these other ingredients and we're gonna mix it together, and that is gonna be our sauce. The cornstarch in there is gonna help it to thicken up, so set it aside, and once the vegetables are a little further along, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in a little bit of the rice, pour in about half the sauce, and then we're gonna add the tofu and add the rest of the sauce and then stir it all up. And then we're just gonna cook it for a minute or two so it gets nice and sticky and that sauce can thicken up. And then you can add in the pineapple as well. And then on top of this, I have some green onions. I'm gonna chop those up and put those on top. And I like to put some seeds on top too. So if you have like white or black sesame seeds, it makes it look really, really pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video of me taking you through some really quick and panic meals that I made this week. Let me know in the comments down below if you want more. This is like my second video I've done of this recently, but I can make more of these if this is the kind of thing that gets you guys all excited. But let me know in the comments down below, what are your quick 20-minute meals that you enjoy, that your family loves, that you can make in a pinch using what you got left or just stuff in the freezer or anything else. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button to let YouTube know to share with other people. Subscribe for more videos like this. And if you're still sticking around, YouTube has this video all queued up for you to enjoy right now. Thanks.